Yo, what up, crew? It's your boy with Moto Style Entertainment. You know what we're doing. We here for another install. Got a good install for you guys. Going to change up a lot of things. Going to make everything look different, totally different. You know, so package came in. We're gonna have to get this out and show you guys exactly what it is. And let me tell you, big shout out to Tst Industries. They do big things over here, taking care of all their products. So this is what we got here. We got the full package. We got the front LED turn signals. Check that out. Check that out. Tell me that doesn't look good. I've seen other videos on how bright they are, and I just can't wait to see what they look like. They have the little Tst Industries right here. Super clean. All on the back. That's awesome. This is the left side. Okay. And of course, got the same over here on the right side. Came in the box. Pretty dope. Check it out. I got the Womit Tech. These are the front, if they could come out already. Jeez, I don't want to drop them. These are for the front forks. That's pretty cool. Look at that. So they unscrew here like that, and I guess we take the bolts off the nuts, the castle nut off the front axle. Slide these in, but we'll figure that out later. I can't say too much about them right now because first time. So we got two of those. I'm gonna install both of those. Okay, boom, that's done. What's next? We have also the Womit Tech. From Tst Industries. So we got, basically they're the spools, okay? And here, this is how it comes. Got two of them, one for the left and the right. And there's your nuts. Well, it looks like spacers and bolts, but you lock them in with the Allen key. Simple as that. Goes right in there. It goes right in there. Pretty cool. Also, this big old nut came just loose in the package, which I'm assuming it was in this little Ziploc bag here, but there's a hole right here on the bottom. Must have tore out by itself. I'm not sure how that happened, but it was just loose in the box. I guess just in case you need it for your front axle part. What else come in the box? Nice little flyer, you know, 15% off or something like that. They also throw in a little voucher, $100 wine voucher, which is pretty cool. I don't drink wine, but for some that do, good for you. All right, check this out. Look at that, genius. Got the LED license plate light. Gonna enjoy that. What else do we got? We have the flasher relay. Okay, that gets installed as well, so you don't get the hyper flash. Look at this. The integrated tail light. Can't go wrong with that. And I guess you also have the programmable style of how you want for your brake lights or whatever, or the signal to activate. And we also have the fender eliminator, which it was about time to get it, you know. I prolonged it for a while. I made my own. And you also got a sticker in here. Pretty dope. Got a Tst Industries since 2007. There you go. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun doing this one. Yeah, see, so I made my own little makeshift thing. Not sure if you can see all that business in here. In fact, let me get a light, because, you know, I like to make my own stuff if I could. I couldn't wait, I was impatient. So, this is what I did. Check it out. You see the cutouts. Made myself a little template with a little cardboard. Placed it on a piece of plastic. Got my Dremel, sawed it all off. And just started bending with my heat gun. And I made it work. It looks good. It's functional. You know, solid. No complaints at all. Sturdy. So, we gotta do all this. So, this is what I'm gonna do here. First, we're gonna do the front signal lights, okay? I heard you have to actually take off all of the fairings and all that. I don't feel like doing all that. Why? Because I have the stunt cage on here. I don't feel like going through all that business. But I heard you could just take a couple of these bolts off here. Okay? Maybe these right here. Just take the inside plastics off. And then you can access your front turn signals, okay? So, that's cool. Just let me go ahead and get the tools and whatever I gotta do to get that done. Then after that, we'll stay in the front. We'll knock out from front to back. And we'll also put the front bumpers on. So let's go ahead and do this. All right, so easy enough, y'all. This is how we did it. So the way I took out these pins here is with this little pick style little thing here. This is how I did it. I pushed the center in, then I poked around it and pulled it out. Easy. Look at that. And then when you want to put it back in, all you just do is push it all the way back in, squeeze it back in the hole. Okay, and then you lock it back in with the tab, and then it'll snap in. All right, so you do that with all of them. Push it in, tap, pull it out. Cool, easy. There's how many of those? There's 4 of them, I believe, 4 of them. And then on top here, you have 4 Allen head type screws you have to pull out, which I already did so. And they're right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if, let me go ahead and take the rest of them out. Of course, you do need light to see what you're doing. That's 1, 2, 3. Now just pick around it and pull it out. 1, 2, 3. And I already got the 4th one out, which I showed you guys already. So now, hopefully, yep, look at that, it comes loose. All right, here's the little tab it sits in. That side's done. That's done, and it just falls right out. Easy, look at that. Put that down, face down. Okay, now you see we got plenty of access for the lights. In here, there's a foam cover here to protect them, I guess. But in total, you have 3 Phillips head screws. There's 1, 2, and the 3rd one is right over there, okay? So we're gonna get a Phillips head and see how we could work that in there. And I'm assuming there's also the wiring harness that we gotta find and locate to disconnect. So let's get to it. Alright, so we got all 3 of the screws out. Now it's all dangly and stuff. just gotta remember how this foam piece that I was mentioning, it has kind of like a washer tab thing that gets connected to it, so make sure that goes back on there so you don't get any water inside your light. But as towards the wiring, it's got that type of harness where you got to clip that harness. In other words, it's like a zip tie type of thing, but you can't reuse it, so you got to clip it. Clip one there and clip one right there. So we'll clip those, and the connector is right here. Easy push tab and pull out, simple enough. All right, we'll get that off and we'll get on with the next piece. Just do a quick comparison. I did not bolt it in yet. I did not put the screws in. I got one side put in, which is the left side. I just want to see the brightness, the comparison. Mind you, I still have not put the relay on. So this is the right side. Just take a peek on how much it actually illuminates on the ground. I'm going to shut another light off here, just so we can see what it looks like in the dark. Okay, so that's where I'm at. Now let's turn the other side on. The other side has a lot of hyper flash, but look how much further it comes out. That's cool. Not until I put the relay in. Big difference. Huge. No complaint. Loving it. Yeah, that's nice. Now you see that's going to change too. Just look how clean that fitment looks. Gosh. It's flush. It just looks good. It's meant to be there. Good job, TST. Look at that. Say goodbye to the bulkiness. Let's go back over here. Just look at it. Enjoying it. Alright guys, so same old, same old. Let's turn the lights off real quick. So, just to show you, I mean, I didn't have to cut those things out, but I did either way. I might take it out because it's the type of little push-in pins. I can pull those out and just do without it. Then I got zip ties. I'm gonna go ahead and zip tie the wire into it. So it's got one right there. Let's see if I can get my hand back there. This one was a pain in the butt to cut out, but that's two. Then there's a third right here. See, that's the first, second, third, and I went ahead and refed the wire through the hole of this foam piece. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and button this one up, tight it up. I just wanted to show you guys that, and it's always good to, before you start putting things together, you know, test it out. You know, don't start bolting it all together and not testing it out. Then you get all your plastics on and all that good stuff, and then the crap don't work. You know what I mean? So, good practice, guys. All right, let's go ahead and put that one together, and then I'm gonna do the other one exactly the same. If there's any bumps in the road, I'll show you what's going on. All right. So we got all that squared away. Get in there. Put a zip tie around like a little hole that was right there, if you can see it. Okay. And just pull that clamp out. Zip tied it through there. Then reattach the wire. Pretty simple. Just be sure you make sure that you also put that clamp on. That's to hold the foam. And I can understand what the foam's for, is because you do have like a harness for wires and all kinds of stuff, okay? But this side, if I get the light in place, does not have that same foam. It does have a little foam that's, you know, melted onto the light itself, and it has, just to protect the actual wiring, it has a sleeve right here. I'm not sure if you guys were able to see that. Now my hand was in the way. It has a sleeve right there. There's nothing major about this one. You know, that's your radiator reservoir. But the clamp goes here, the connector, and then it feeds through. Such a large wire, but it works. So we gotta get those clamped out and remove the light. And I guess we'll just have to do without the foam right there, unless I take that off and, you know, glue it onto the new one. We'll see how that goes when it comes out. All right, folks, got her back in. All screws tightened up. Everything is zip tied through. Looking good. Still that little slack right here for any wiggle play. And got the connector back in. I was going to put that foam back on, but even the super glue wouldn't get it to stick, so we're just going to have to deal without it and see what we're going to have to deal with later. All right, now just put the fairing back on and button her back up in reverse. All right, that's all cool, buttoned up, everything done. Look at that. Lights look so dang good. It's gonna look so nice. All right, let's move on. So next, we gotta take this off here. So basically, we gotta take the cotter pin out, break the castle nut off, okay? Then we gotta push the rod through and then get one of the fork sliders on there, which, as indicated, there is one of them that's specially made for it, and it has that groove right there. So it comes in a pair. That one is the one that goes on the side with the head that's already here. Okay, there's a difference in the diameter. Couldn't tell you what the diameter is unless I went to actually a full measuring style here, but not sure. But that's what I know, is that groove is for that side, for the left side. Okay, this one's gonna be for the right side. And as in for this, they sent this because for supposedly when you're on a track and you need to hurry up and change your wheel, instead of messing around with the cotter pin and castle nut and everything, easy enough to stick in something, is zip it with the drill, change your tire, boom, 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 bolts, then that's it. Then lock this back in. If I can get the castle nut back on, I'll do it, but if not, then we'll just have to result in what they sent. So now I got a real treat for y'all. I do not have a stand yet for the front end. I have the stand for the back end. Now I got that at Harbor Freight, and it does me well. Sits right there on a swing arm, just missing the line here, which that's the way I do it all the time, which I also did order a set for this particular reason. That's going to be the rear. That goes right here. And also on Amazon, I ordered the actual hooks that go into this, and through the reviews, they fit on the Harbor Freight stand. So that means I'd be able to use it through with this. So also, I've seen on Harbor Freight, I'm gonna get another stand from Harbor Freight, and I've seen the actual front fork, those stands, which I'm going to buy for that, and it's going to help out lifting the front end. But to do the front end, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set it on the jack stand. I'm gonna lift the bike manually, slide it right in there, which once it's in the air, it'd be able to fit right underneath. But I'm also gonna put this rag right here, just for precaution, just so I don't scratch it up on the bottom. I got one there, and I have one for this side. So that's gonna work out just fine. And then just to keep the wheels still and everything, I got some blocks here, just I'm gonna go ahead and chalk them up. One in the front, one in the back, just so it can hold the wheel in place while I knock the axle bolt out. So let me go ahead and jack it up. Get somebody to help me out here while I pick it up. They can slide it in. We'll go from there. Alright. Don't hate me because I'm good. But we got it up there. Look at that. Dead center. Dead center. Got some terry cloths under there so it doesn't scratch up the bottom. And it just sits just perfect. Look at that. Wheel is still able to spin. First time actually having it up. So kudos. Dope. Loving it. Alright, so now we gotta take this thing, cotter pin and castle nut off. Alright. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. All you gotta do is bend it. Get your pliers and bend that thing. That's a good cotter. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna get some needle nose. Alright, so I got the cotter pin off. I went ahead and got my needle nose vice grips. Pulled it straight out. Okay. Now I gotta take this castle nut off, and with that I'm going to use a 15/16, which fits just perfect, and I have my impact. Hopefully I don't need to pull out the air tools, but we'll see. Yeah, it's on there. Let's go ahead and get the air tool. Alright, cool. So no, I didn't get the big old impact gun out, air hose. Too much work. So I went ahead and got my breaker bar, and I got a 17 mil. Did it old school style. 17 mil here, breaker bar here, break it. So it's done. Let's go ahead and take the castle nut off. Okay, and the washer. Supposedly these won't be needed, okay, because this is going to replace that. Let's see if it fits. Well, we go. Look at that. Fits just fine, and I got a feeling that it's going to be just fine, but we'll still see if the castle nut could do the job. All right, so that's done. Now we got to take this bolt out. Okay, so my makeshift little thing is I got a couple pieces of wood here to hold the wheel up in place, nice and decently holding it in, and all I got to do is slide this out, which came out without even using the mallet. So let's see what happens. Is the wheel going to drop? Not at all. Awesome. Look at that. Like we know what we're doing here. Okay, so now we stick this on like so. Slide it up. Bam. Okay. Come back over here. Slide it back in. They're going just fine. So far, so good. And look at that, jeez. Real professionals around here. Okay, now we stick this side in, but right to that, and it sits real nice and flush in there, so that's pretty cool. And I understand why you cannot use the castle nut, because look how big it is. Do we need the washer? Let's see if the washer fits in there. The washer does fit in there. Should we put it in? We'll find out for sure. I couldn't tell you, but another thing is though is that hopefully a socket fits in there. Let's see. Yes, it does. All right. Let's go ahead and tighten that up. And if we need to take the washer out, we'll take the washer out. But I need to get a 17 mil socket. Ain't that something? It's always something happening. Alright, got that fit. Now we'll put this in here. And we'll go ahead and should we leave the castle, the washer in? I don't know. Yeah, why not? We'll leave that washer in there. Lock this in real nice. Okay, cool. Let me get my torque wrench. And we'll see how many foot-pounds we gotta add to this thing. I already set it, 72 foot-pounds. Okay, see what it says right there. Foot, I don't know if you can see that. There you go, foot-pounds, okay? 72 foot-pounds right there. And just for the heck of it, I went ahead and I took it apart. I took that washer out, okay? Just because this basically acts like a washer. And I just want that nut to sit further in than it should. So I'm gonna put this 17 mil ratchet over here. And we're gonna crank this down until you hear that magic. You heard it, that's it. And just for fun, we'll do it one more time. Money. One more time. Love it. It's in there. Easy as pie. Look at that. Okay. Now, to finish her off, we screw this guy in. It really doesn't take a lot of, you know, pressure to actually, goodness gracious, I'm not left-handed. I can't get it on there for some reason. Weird. All right, we'll go ahead and get something and bring that in to make it a little tighter. I'd hate for these things to fall off. That'd be a waste of money. You know what I'm saying? What size is that either way? Looks like it could be a 17. Nope, and it won't even fit, so let's find out what it is. Yeah. that's not gonna fit. Maybe hand tighten. We'll hand tighten it for now, and if you want to find something to tighten it up a little tighter, then cool. But other than that, they look pretty damn good. They're not too bulky. They stick out just right. Not bad at all. Sweet. All right, we'll move on to the next piece after I take this thing off the stand. All right, guys, so the next thing we're gonna do is the rear spools. There they are. So I've been playing with it for a little bit. Look at that, that's nice. Womit Tech. Clean, huh? So it came with the bolt, which is an Allen key. Oop. Came with a washer, okay? Kind of aluminum washer. So I'm assuming that that's the assembly. Stick the bolt through, then you stick the washer right on top. And the reason for that is we're gonna test it out real quick. Let's see. So the reason why I see it, because this is actually the little, you would say the nut, where it goes in, the female part. It's a little recessed inside past the actual swing arm. So I'm assuming that's why you got that washer to bring it out some. If not, then it's not really going to be flat. So I mean, it's a thick washer, which is going to bring it out that far. Let's check the other side. Yeah, that one's recessed in also. So there's a little gap, a little plate right there. So that's what we'll do. We'll stick it in here, and we'll just make sure that it gets in there properly. So this one's the easy part. We'll stick that in there first. Make sure that washer is there. Okay. Try not to cross thread. Get it in there nice. Perfect. Lock it in there. Okay. Nice and tight. Cool beans. Okay. We'll set the other side. Put that in there like so. Then we'll jump to the other side. I dropped it again. Alright, first time's charm. Now what I heard is that this isn't really meant for crash protection. I mean, if your bike ever did go down, it'll help serve a little purpose, because these things are built strong. But I'd see something bending, you know, if that ever came down to it. But it's solely made for jacking up your bike with it. Instead of something like this here, you can actually get in here with the hooks, which I do have. Let me locate them and I'll readjust those on my bike stand. But it's pretty good, not bad at all. Let's go ahead and find those pieces and get it right. All right, so I found them, and these are it right here. Got these on Amazon, and from reviews, I also, they mentioned that it was a good product, so can't beat it. Go ahead, I'm not going to tighten it up. They're pretty lightweight. go ahead and get it in position here. You can actually figure out where exactly do I need to tighten it. Right about there. Okay, we got that on there. Put my foot here, and look at that. Nice. Looks like the Walnut Tech spools, they work well. Cool beans. Seems like I got a little more higher off the ground than those things. But let's get on with the show. What do we got here? So now we're going to install the light. We're going to install the LED license plate light, the flasher, and let's not forget also the license plate mount. All right, now what do we got to do first? We got to take this contraption off here. Of course, it's going to be that one and this one. Okay, set a drill there. So that's two, and by the looks of it, there's two more. Take that out of there, put that on the floor. That's another one. I don't want it to fall in, so I'm just going to grab it now. And the other one is behind all these wires. Okay. Oh, that one fell somewhere. Okay. Or it was actually the bolt, so the nut's still in there somewhere. We'll retrieve that in just a second. Kind of gone far. We'll get the flashlight in there. But loosen up all your wires. Let it flow down. And I'm going to take these things off. Mind you, this is all makeshift right here. Look at this. Amazing. Look at what I did. All these washers. I did a good job here, I'll tell you. But so long, and that doesn't even work anymore. So it is what it is. So now we got to disconnect all three of these. All right, so I was checking up the fan. So you gotta take these clips off here. That's one. Might not need that. And that's one. Okay. Yeah. They're a little tough, so that's why I use this pick here. Okay. Push clamp and pull out. Sweet. Now we can pull them all out. Do I remember what's left and right? Not at all, but they are color coded. One's gray, one is black, and of course that has to be the, that is the, what do you call it, the license plate light. So we got the right side was black, left side turn signal gray. Okay. Now is that the same for the actual tail light? Not sure. Let's figure it out. It's crazy, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total connectors here. Let's go ahead and take this rear tail light off just to get you guys back in viewing. We got these 2 screws here, 1 and 2. All right, we have to get those 2 screws out. Now, the tail light should just slip out to the back with the pulling of these grommets out the way, which I see could be a pain in the butt. So I'm just looking at it right now, because you'd have to take this whole entire piece off here. That's 1, 2, 3. I could do that. Alright, so this is what we got. So I took the 1 bolt down that was here, took another one that was on here, took that one out, and basically it pops into a grommet in here, easy pull off. And after that is said and done, what we gotta do next is there's another tab like you saw in the front end, how I pushed it in, and then that's how you lock it back in. There's one here, and that kind of gives me a little bit of a flex right here, so hopefully that does it. So I'm gonna show you how we do the other side. Basically it's just, there's that one grommet, so it pushes through that little tab right there. Just easy on the pull. It's a little tight, but it can be done. There it is. Now, not sure why, but I got a feeling that there was another tab, and I heard it slide down. I heard it slide down on the rear end too, but it looks like it might have snapped. Who knows? But it is what it is. Okay, so we'll just let that sag. We'll get our little tool and we'll pop that one in and pull it out. And there it is. And there it goes. Keep that there. Now, this kind of gives me a little flexibility here. So with that being said, let's see how that actually works for me. Okay, so I'm able to pull the plastic down. Alright, so I got it all snugged in there. Took a little finessing, but geez, I got it in there. Looks good. Looks like it's supposed to be there. I like it. I love it. Alright, now I'm trying to do the research. Still trying to figure out what these 2 wires are for. These 2 connectors. Weird, huh? I couldn't tell you. We'll figure it out when something doesn't work. Alright, so we already know this is for the tail light itself, the brake lights. And the other 2 white ones are for the turn signals. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to plug all that in. We're going to test out. Make sure that everything is going to be working properly before we screw anything together. So let's play with that for a second. Let's bring our light down here a little bit. Or actually, bring it right here. Bring you guys right here, that made everything just a lot easier. Can you see? Yep, cool. All right, so let's plug in the big guy first. Okay, that's in. Now, we'll turn the key. And we got lights. Let's go ahead and tap on the brake here. Now that is clean. Want to see? And okay. Now it says there's a button in there somewhere. There it is. That I haven't. So that's regular without the flash. I like that one. That one's pretty cool. All right, we'll figure that out another time. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road here. Okay. So next, remember we said the gray. The gray was the left, I reckon. Let me see. The gray was left hand signal. So, not sure which one is which here on this one, but we won't find out. Okay. First attempt on the gray. Boom. Let's see if that's correct. Turn signal left. What? Now that's cool. I love it. All right, let's go ahead and turn the flasher off. Disconnect. Disconnect the other side. Which is the black, and I give you power. All right, but now, okay. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's beautiful. I still got one hell of a hyper flash going on here, but like I said, I have not even put a relay in yet, which came with the packet, the whole entire kit. That's cool. Now let's see what it looks like with the brake lights. Yeah, you can't beat that. Good job, TST. Look at that. It doesn't show too much of a amber look on the camera, at least when I'm recording. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. What we got here is 2 large lock nuts, 2 smaller lock nuts, and large bolts. So the large bolts, I'm assuming, is going to go here like so on the bottom of the plate. All right. Which is something weird, but you know, everything here is raw footage, guys. I did not do any prior testing or of any sort. So I don't know what the large ones are for. we'll figure it out then. But let's go ahead and do this here. It's supposed to go something like that. Okay. We got these two big old nuts right here. I'm just going to throw it in there like that. And it's pretty self-explanatory. So once you drive it in there, get it within the holes. I dropped one. Just pick that up and push it back in there. Okay. So once that's in there, I'll put me a big washer. Another big washer through it. And lock it up. Simple as that. We'll get back to you when we got to do the actual mounting of the license plate light and everything else. Self-explanatory. Pretty cool. All right, let's go. All right. Last thing is the license plate light. So this is what we got to do here. I'll take a small break. I had to come back to it. All right. So we got everything squared away, buttoned up. All right. Now, what's left to do is we need to actually run this wire. Okay. There is a little gap right here. Okay. I'm going to feed it through. Pull that down like so. There you go. That's going to get fed through just like that. And that right there is supposed to actually pull the stickiness off, wipe the license plate light with a alcohol wipe or whatever you might have. And then it's going to go on there like so. Then you put your bolts on. One and done. Cool. So we also feed these wires through here. They come through the top like that. Easy, right? So far so good. So we'll just drop that wire in here like that, and then the license plate wire, or actually the tail light wires, get tucked in there too. Okay, but here's the fallback here, which sucks, but it is what it is. We'll figure it out along the way. The actual license plate light is right here. That plug here. There's not enough slack for the adapters that they gave me to maneuver. So what I thought I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the existing, where's that license plate light here? No, that's not it. It's this long one right here. Let's go to the table here. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to actually cut myself. Nope, that ain't it. Make sure you're cutting the right one, guys. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm going to cut maybe another 4 inches, give or take. Yep, 4 inches at least. I'm gonna cut that much. Cool. And I'm going to use the existing clamp here, but I'm gonna have to tear the sleeve a little bit and then reconnect the wires, which the wires come a little already pre-clipped, so we'll use, what do you call it? Just watch it work. It's better that way. So that shit on the way. Set this tripod up a little better. Bam, right there. I'm gonna cut the sleeve with the blade. Bring that in, okay? And with that, the pieces that they supplied, you loosen it up, then you drive the end in here. Okay, so far you following me? Then inside here it's got like a little pricker thing. So once you screw it in, it basically stabs the wire and you get contact that way. And after you do that, you open this side up. You put your wire through this hole and it'll connect in there. And once you screw that part in, that's it. It connects. So let's do the same to the other side. And then after I'm done here, I'm gonna go ahead and just put some electrical tape on the ends. Just wrap it all up, just make sure there's nothing that's gonna be exposed, just in case. Nice and tight. Feels like it penetrated through the wire. I mean, those things are sharp, almost like getting your nail pricked from the doctor. We all know how that feels. It hurts. It's like a quick little sting. Okay. So now, first we need to actually figure out which is which. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug the clamp back in. Like I said, it is very short. All right, that's in. Got him. So now let's go ahead and turn this on so we can see which is which. I'm probably going to take a wild guess. The red is the positive. So I'm going to put it in there like so. Yep. And I was right. Cool beans. So now, like I said, red was positive. What we'll do is take the top off, slide it in there like that, and then once it's there, it'll basically lock down, tighten up on it. Get that black one out of the way. Keep twisting. It gets tighter because it's doing its job. Now give it a little test pull and boom, it worked. Like I said, just slide it in there just right until it pokes out. Let the wire go to the side. and then start screwing it in. There you go. That's it. And then we have one bright light. Look at that. That thing's so bright. Alright, crew. So this is the TST flasher relay. I did a little research on it. Supposedly you could take these pins out right here, put something sharp in there, and blue part would come out inside the guts. And after that, there's a little knob in there you could twist counterclockwise, clockwise, however you feel. That would help reduce the flash rate on this here. So if you see how fast that thing's flashing, that's kind of crazy. Very fast. So we'll turn that off. Okay, now where that flasher is at, it is down in here. Now you don't have to take the fairings off, just put your wheel to the right and get it all up in here and pull it out. Okay, not sure, let me see if you guys saw that. So there's a little latch right here. Okay, you throw it underneath, you pull it up. There's this little, it's like a sleeve. If you can see it, it's like a sleeve. That's what falls into that little metal tab. And the same thing, it's on here, but this one's a clip. So it'll help a little better. So all you gotta do is pull that apart. See if I can do it with one hand, which I can't. Just lay this down right here. If you guys fall, hold on. Separate. That's what that looks like. That's the original. All right. Now we go in with the TST. I'm gonna plug it in first. See if I gotta do any adjusting to it. And if we do, then we'll pull it back out, take the thing apart, and see what we gotta do to it. All right, testing. Now that's a lot slower, which is better. That seems decent. Yeah, that's clean. Let's try the other side. Yeah. Yo, yeah, that's dope. Seems like a normal operating pace there, so I like it. All right. Now all you gotta do is run that back underneath, get it up in there, and you gotta just clip it. And you know what? Just for fun, I might even throw a zip tie on there somehow. I'm gonna figure it out, because it's loose. Alright guys, I got it all zip tied in. It's locked in, it's not shaky anymore. That way you can see exactly where I'm at. Let's see. Excuse me. You guys gotta remember, this is all trial and error type of thing. Everything that I do, I'm not professional. I'm learning as I go. That's what it looks like. Here. All zip tied up. Pretty clean. Not gonna shake or anything. So, guess what? We're done. Let's go over what we accomplished today. So I'm gonna turn the lights on. Boom. What we did today was we installed the LED flashers or turn signals on both sides. And man, let me tell you, that looks good. Look at how flush that is. Alright, we did those. We installed the Walmart front fork sliders. That's cool. We also installed the integrated tail light, which I still got a flasher on, and now I'm hitting the brake light. Look at that, clean. Right along with the LED license plate light, which is cool. I love it. Look how bright that thing is. It's gonna shine the whole dang floor. And I also installed this here, the Walmart spools, which I was finally able to use this thing here. Other than that, I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. We're going to end up having a badass bike after this is over with. Soon we're going to be wrapping this up, putting a nice wrap job on it, putting some other colors on it. It's going to look so clean. So, till next time, make sure you like, subscribe. I'm not going to turn it on. What a fool. Yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment about everything. And big shout out to Tst Industries for getting the shipment in really fast. I just ordered it last week, and over the weekend it was here today. So other than that, peace.